Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin, and today we are doing update number 3 for Deck of Panning. I am so excited about filming this video today and drawing new cards. As always, this project was created and continues to be hosted by Emily and Max. I always have her channel linked down below, along with the game board / spreadsheets, and also the video that she does every year, like introducing this project. But basically what we're doing is we have a deck of cards and there is a game board, and each card in the deck associates with a prompt on the game board. So if you guys are new to my channel, I do a lot of graphics and kind of pop-ups as far as to show you progress. If you are not new, you know how we do it around here. So let me go ahead and pull my cards out. I have my products, I have the game board, and let's go ahead and do update number 3 for Deck of Panning. Also, if you guys want to see how I did this look with the Ensley Rain Cold Moon palette, it is a Get Ready With Me that is also part of my Let's Talk series, and that video will be coming out on May 1st. So a little bit of a wait, but that video is coming. Very chatty video. So I have everything pulled up here. So let's go ahead, let's do my rollouts, we'll do my progress, and then we will draw new cards. So let's see here. Let's go. I don't know. Oh, this one has been in the longest. And so this is my Pat McGrath and Bridgerton face palette. And this one was in for an 8 of spades, which was pop culture. And I ended up repressing this palette between rolling it in and now. So it has my new blush that I made in here. And my goal was to use this 10 times. It took me forever to use this blush palette 10 times, but I got it done, and so this one is able to roll out. I really loved reaching in for my new blush, and so I'm glad that I was able to repress this palette and get that highlighter out of here, because that highlighter was too dark for my skin tone. What is our next one? Oh, this one was a No Pan Left Behind prompt, and this is the Too Faced Italian Spritz palette. Let's see, I had this rolled in for a 3 of diamonds, which was gifted. My husband did gift this to me for a Christmas present, and so this is what the inside looks like. I was able to use every shade in this palette and check this palette off of my No Pan Left Behind goal for the year. So when I pulled this palette back out and I opened it, it smells so, so good. It's very fresh and just like, does anybody remember, or maybe this was just a thing around my town growing up, but Polar Cups? They were like the ice slushes and they had all the different flavors. This smells like a lemon Polar Cup. And I miss that. Such a good memory from childhood. The next prompt that I am able to roll out would be the one that I rolled in for my 6 eyeliners, and that was a Queen of Diamonds, which was Pick Your Space. I ended up picking the space for Gemstone. I had a ring on that day that had a beautiful green stone in it, and so I did pick my 6 green eyeliners in my collection. Last update, I was able to roll out these 4 as being used. I had a goal to use each one of these, how many times? 3 uses. So I had a 3-use goal on all my eyeliners, and so I just had Chartreuse and Overdrive to use. I did use these 3 times each, and actually these 2 right here ended up rolling into my Project 10 uses, and so I get even more use on these 2 pencils. But for this project, this prompt is being rolled out. The next goal hit was my ColourPop Super Shock, and this is in Birthday Girl, and so this was for the prompt the 4 of Spades, which was Glittery. So this is my Super Shock that I have repressed, and my goal was to use it 5 times, and so I have used this 5 times. I know a lot of you guys commented on the last video about repressing the Super Shocks and how a lot of times you'll just like put something on top versus grinding everything up and mixing things up and then repressing. The key is to repress and like take everything out, mix it together, and then repress it back into the compact, because then you get this beautiful metallic, and let me see, beautiful. But if I had not taken everything out and kind of mixed it up and repressed it, it would not look like that. So I am so thankful I was able to save this Super Shock, and now I get to wipe my finger on my pants, because that is what we do. The last rollout that I had was my Natasha Denona Mini Retro Palette. I did roll this in for a 5 of Hearts, which is brand or item you own the most of. So I own the most eyeshadows and I own the most palettes from Natasha Denona. Did my lid just cracked? Well, maybe this is my excuse to start depotting some of these. I have looked all over for some depotting videos on how people actually get these out. So if you guys know a good depotting video for these, let me know. I'm guessing I'm going to have to heat them up and melt the glue and then pop them out, but I don't want to ruin these shadows. But my lid did just crack. That makes me so sad. But I was able to do a No Pan Left Behind prompt on this palette. I absolutely love it. The shade Galaxia, is that what this is? Yes, Galaxia is absolutely stunning. Oh, love that shade. So now I get to be extra careful with this palette because the top is now cracked. So I know usually at the beginning of the video I mention like how many cards I'm drawing in, but I really don't know. I drew in extra cards last month because I knew I'd get done with some of those prompts. And so let me show you the 3 items that I'm still making progress on, and then I will decide how many cards I'm going to draw. So the one that's been in the longest is my Benefit blush in Dallas. This was for the 4 of Hearts and it was for cities. So Dallas is a city in Texas. Let me open my little book where I'm keeping track. I did have a goal to use this 25 times. I have used it 17 times so far, and look at how much is left in there. So little product. I don't know if I want to repress this or not. It'd be easier for me to get it done and repress it. I think what I'm going to do, because we're so close, I still have the 8 more uses to go, but I'm going to change my goal to finish this. And do I want to try to say, can I finish it before next update? This will be my first blush empty of the year, and that would feel so, so good. But we are doing fabulous on this blush. And so I think I am going to repress it. I'm going to get everything into the middle because it's hard to pick it up on my brush. But my goal is now to finish this. And I think my goal is going to try to finish this before next update. So maybe next update we will have a blush empty. The next item that I am working on is my Becca highlighter in Moonstone, and I did have a goal to use this, let's see here, 20 times. And so this is what we're looking like. We still have a nice dip in there. I don't know if the camera will be able to show it. Maybe like that. We do have a nice dip in there, and I currently have 5 uses on this. So I have another 15 uses to go. This will be in for a couple more months because I am focusing on my main 4-pan highlighter, but I like to pull this one in from time to time. I'm not sad about this one being in a little bit longer. I am enjoying the Becca formula. This is not as icy as I remember it. My repressed highlighters have more shimmer and are more like reflective than this one. And I remember this, like the Becca formula, being like the top of the top, apart from Ofra. I know Ofra, there's like beam from space, but this is not as like reflective as I kind of remember it being. So I'm still really enjoying using my little Becca highlighter. And then the last item that is staying in, which is kind of sad because this wasn't a hard goal, but this is my Pat McGrath and Star Wars Sith Seduction 5-pan. So this one was rolled in for a Jack of Clubs, which on my Star Wars card, that was Kylo Ren. And so the prompt was for a powder. So because, you know, Kylo Ren and Darth Vader, you know, his granddad, I wanted to kind of keep them together. So I pulled in this palette to use. Now I have used 2 of these shades so far, so I still do have 3 to go. This is a beautiful formula that is very creamy and very kind of impactful, so I really have enjoyed using the 2 shades. Actually I used these 2 down here, so I used the blue one and then this more taupey silver one, but goodness, I mean, say what I will about Pat McGrath, but she can do shimmers. So let's see. Yes. She can do shimmers. So I still have 3 more shades on this one to do, which I'll kind of buckle down and I'll get these last 3 done, and this will be a rollout for next month. But I don't think I'm going to roll in anything in the place of this because I do have quote unquote more than half the palette to use. So that leaves us with 3 items in the project. I think, do we usually roll in 5 or 6? Let me look at the game board. So you start with 5 products. So I want to keep 6 in. I like using this project as like a rolling project pan and kind of like usage project. So I don't mind having extra items in this project. And so I do have my Star Wars cards. They're very reflective, but it has this beautiful gold foil on it. And we keep 1 Joker in, and my Joker is BB-8. So let me see where BB-8 was in my deck. Oh, I'm more than halfway through. That means he was at the top. Uh-oh. Oh, he was way up there. That's how many cards down BB-8 was. But let me go ahead and shuffle these while I pull up the deck, or while I pull up the game board and show you guys. So the aces and the face cards never change. Those stay the same. The numbered cards are the ones that do change. So let's see here. So we have prompts like This Time Last Year, Brand New, Indie, Gemstone, Focus, Black Owned Beauty Brand, Peach Fuzz, which is the Pantone color of the year, No Pan Left Behind, Change Suit. Let's see here. Oh, the Shame, Wish You Returned. Alrighty, so I have, let me shuffle one more time, and then we're going to pick 3 cards. All right, so I always do cut the deck on camera for you guys, and we just pull straight off the top. So our first card is going to be the 7 of Spades, which is Peach Fuzz, which is the Pantone color of the year. All right, number 2, we have the 9 of Hearts, which is Oh, the Shame. All right, I'll have to see what I have for that one. And last card off the top is Lando. So this is the Jack of Diamonds. Let me put my cards down, move over here. Jack of Diamonds is a cream or liquid product. You guys have been talking about me rolling a cream product into my project pan since I did my kind of like Franken blush video with my cream blushes, and I said that I like to kind of reserve some of those products to roll into projects like this. So here we go. We have a cream and a liquid product. So let's see here. We have Peach Fuzz, which let me look at what the prompt means. It probably means find something that is around that color. Let's see here. What does Peach Fuzz mean? Color of the year, similar shade, name, or product packaging. Alrighty. And then we have Oh, the Shame, which Emily has an Oh, the Shame like drawer or basket where it's basically items that she's purchased and she hasn't used yet. I try not to do that with my collection, so I'll have to see if there's anything that I have been neglecting in my collection. And then our cream products. So let me go ahead and pick out some things, and we will show you what products we got, and then we will also look and see what uses I want to have on them. One of you made a comment about me like coming into cutscenes by saying all right, and not a bad comment, just an observation. So should I start saying okie dokie?
Okie dokie. I like him. He says okie dokie.
Okie dokie. I have pulled my 3 items for my 3 prompts. Let's go ahead and we'll get Lando out of the way. So this is the Jack of Diamonds, which is a cream or liquid product. And I have rolled in one of my Franken blushes. This is the more brown one. So let me, since I'm going to be trying to use up the Benefit Dallas, I figured that I can use my brownie blush. And so that is what that product looks like. So because I want to see some good movement on this and I want to show you guys kind of how far it goes down when I use products like this, I am going to set a 30 use goal on this cream blush. So 30 uses on this. Let me write that down for myself because otherwise I will be going back through this footage trying to figure out what I said about my uses. Next, let's look at the 9 of Hearts, which is Oh the Shame. And this is not necessarily something, this would probably fit better into like collecting cobwebs because this is not necessarily a new product that I have not been using. This is an old product that I completely neglect. So I'm maybe fudging the prompt a little bit, but this is the Cover FX, was a Shimmer Veil in Soleil. And let me do a little bit of a swatch. Before this dries out and before this goes bad, I want to try to get a little bit more use on this liquid shadow. So that's it right there. I mean, it's a beautiful kind of shimmery, again, Soleil, so it kind of has, it's warm toned, but it's kind of icy, so it kind of has that flip to it. And so I want to get 5 uses out of this. I want to see how I feel about this, if this is something that needs to leave my collection. I did declutter the other one in Amethyst because I had it for a very long time and it dried out. But I want to know what I feel about this. I'm not reaching for this on my own, so that is coming in for a 5 use goal. And then for our 7 of Spades, that was Peach Fuzz. And so I'm like shifting from peach to apricot. About the same, kind of the same. But this is the Viseart, what is this, Petite Pro in apricot. I mean, it has the French name, but it's basically, it's the apricot palette. And so it has these beautiful peachy and apricot tones in it, and so I want to do a No Pan Left Behind on this palette. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love these shades. This shimmer right here is so fun, this one right here, and this one right here is also so creamy and impactful. Look at those two beautiful shades right there. Now that these are on my fingers, let me see, let me just swatch right there so that you guys can see those beautiful colors. So I will be doing a No Pan Left Behind, and I am just makeup on my pants today. That is what we're doing. So No Pan Left Behind goal on the apricot palette for the prompt for Peach Fuzz. We are sticking in the same fruit section. So that is my 3rd update for Deck of Panning. I am so excited about how many products I've been able to work through. Let's see here. I've had 10 prompts that I have been able to complete since the beginning of this project in January, and that makes me so happy. Of course, a lot of these are goals for uses, and I'm okay with that. I have my regular project pan where I do my finish goals, but definitely I am very excited about getting some of these products used and maybe a blush empty, showing you guys how I'm using my cream blush, doing some more No Pan Left Behinds, getting my thoughts on a cream shadow. So I am very excited about using my products. So while you're doing all the things, hitting that thumbs up, hitting that subscribe button, drop me that comment down below. Let me know, are you doing this project? What things rolled out? What cards rolled in? How are you guys doing with this? And just for S&Gs, how far down was BB-8? Oh, he was in the middle of the pack, so he was way far down. I'm not trying to jinx myself into picking the Joker, but I am always interested how far down in the deck he was. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm going to do my weights. I'm going to do my graphics so I can pop these up there for you guys. But you guys know I love our conversations in the comment section below, so make sure to drop me a line. I hope that everybody has a beautiful day and that you're enjoying decapanning as much as I am. But I'll catch you in my next one.